Security of the Federal Capital Territory, especially at the suburbs, takes priority among residents, with emerging issues on road traffic infrastructure need, as well as activities marking the Global Month celebrating children begins to peak. These tops our stories this afternoon as we take tour across the nation's capital. Good afternoon and many thanks for joining me on the territory. It is, of course, a trip round the Federal Capital Territory. Coming to you live on the Unity Station, I am Serafina Okunomekwe. And we're kickstarting on security note. The Commissioner of Police FCT Command, Professor Ahmed Mohammed Sanusi, has inspected a shooting range exercise involving 150 police constables across the Federal Capital Territory as part of efforts aimed at strengthening operational readiness and enhancing tactical proficiency among personnel. The exercise designed to sharpen firearms handling skills, build confidence, and ensure that the constables are adequately prepared for effective policing duties in line with the training standards of the Nigerian Police Force. Isaac Jibo reports.
Set targets downrange using the lane controls. Load when instructed. Fire only at your assigned target and cease fire. These are processes to strengthen operational readiness and enhance tactical competence among constabulary personnel drawn from divisions headquarters across FCT Police Command. The Commissioner of Police FCT Command, Professor Ahmed Mohammed Sanusi, while monitoring the exercise, emphasized the importance of discipline, precision, and continuous training, noting that sustained capacity development remains key to effective policing.
As it stands under the normal practices, whenever they are passed out, they are usually not issued with firearms at first until we are sure that they can handle them effectively. And the only way we can be sure is to bring them back to the range so that we can be able to retrain them and detect from them who can handle what category of arms. Then we'll deploy them back and then issue them with the arms in which they are proficient.
Leadership by example. The Commissioner of Police, alongside his management and other senior officers, who also file out to actively participate in the range exercise, demonstrating example by technical know-how to boost morale of constables. The exercise is aimed at improving light firearm handling skills, building confidence, and ensuring professionalism in line with Nigerian Police Force standards and reform initiative of the IGP. In Abuja, Isaac Jibo, NTA News.
Many thanks, Isaac. Still talking security now. Residents of Jikwe Agwangide community in the Federal Capital Territory are taking security into their own hands, complementing the efforts of law enforcement agencies in safeguarding lives and property. Through coordinated vigilance, regular patrols, and the use of digital communication platforms, the community is building grassroots response to rising security concerns. Sandra Akemen was at that community and brought back this report.
From the hills surrounding Jukwe, once believed to be hiding spots for criminal elements who emerge under the cover of darkness to terrorize residents, the people of this community are rewriting their story with courage and collective action.
The community has also worked closely with the police and also assisted the police through the Police Community Relation Committee to provide some basic facilities to enhance effectiveness by supporting police in the area of providing fueling and other logistics. Then also the Civil Defense Corps, the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, for about 4 years now, they have been on ground in a very visible form. And I also want to commend the DPO in Chikwe for his. Anytime you call him, it's always like alarm. And also the patrol team, they are also very effective. And the PCR also is working very closely from time to provide intelligence. They also provide some basic, logistics to them.
In the face of growing security challenges across parts of the FCT, members of the Jikwe Agwangede community have adopted proactive measures to protect their environment, from engaging local vigilante groups to collaborating with the Nigerian police force for routine patrols. Residents say unity has become their strongest line of defense. A major highlight of this initiative is the creation of a WhatsApp-based emergency call room, where residents can instantly share information, report suspicious movements, and call for help in real time.
We saw live and direct how these boys were terrorizing our community, and we cannot rely on government alone. Government is doing her best, and as residents we felt that it was necessary for we to give the government a helping hand. So we mobilized ourselves, and we after that mobilization we decided to take drastic measures to make sure that the entire community is protected. And apart from that, we also engage ourselves in what we call call room. We have a platform where we initiate a WhatsApp call. Then every resident is mandatory to join that call room, and we moderate it from, let's say, 11 p.m. to maybe 5 a.m.
Community leaders say this digital network has not only improved response time, but also strengthened trust and communication among neighbors.
The security situation is so challenging now because there are bad boys in the streets. I have tried my best. I have used my vigilante. I have used the police at my reach, the security people, to help me talk to this. At a time, I even sponsor NDLE into this my community. I organized a community seminar, and they talked to them. They gave them example. They showed them the sample of what drugs and related substances that are dangerous have caused to many young people, talented people.
For many here, these efforts are not about replacing security agencies, but reinforcing them. Through shared responsibility, vigilance, and partnership, the community is forging a new path, one where safety is everyone's business and silence is no longer an option. In Abuja, Sandra Akeme, NTA News.
Okay, many thanks. That was really insightful. Now, one of the things a first timer to Abuja will notice on the roads upon arrival is probably the use of hand gestures by commercial taxi drivers to communicate routes and destinations with commuters. But how many of these signs are you actually acquainted with, I must say? Well, let's join Ramatu Abdullahi for her findings.
Commercial drivers plying Abuja's major routes from Area 1, 2, 3, or 7 to Wuse, Kubwa, or Mararaba have normalized using one hand to drive the steering wheel, while the other hand communicates with prospective passengers through the window. They make various gestures to indicate where they are going, and passengers who are familiar with these signs may also make them when they see an incoming vehicle to inform the drivers of their destination.
It depends on the location where you are. If you see like this anywhere, maybe around Mabuchi, Kubwa, or Bega, that's area 1. If you see like this, area 3, area 2. Then if you see them doing like this, that's been along, that we are going along. So, and that's general, every location you will see like this along. Then some will be pointing this way. If you are not Mabuchi, you see this. We are going towards Kubwa, and if you see this side, Papi,
The hand gestures may be difficult for a newcomer to Abuja to understand, but residents say it takes little or no time for anyone to figure out the trick.
When we stop, ask you where you are going. If you're in a wrong way, we tell you, say, leave this place, go this place, see where you can go. That's the only way you can just educate the person and you move. Before the person stay like 1 month, you understand what others are doing.
Especially me that relocated from Lagos. I don't know. I will just stand, I will be waiting for them to call. But normally they don't speak. They normally do sing. Yes. Lagos, they will be shouting, oh, Shodi, you know where you are going. Oh, really, Agege, you know where you are going. But when I got to Abuja now, this time, and this side, you know, in Lagos, you run after the bus. But here, the way, even, I eventually, when God blessed me with a car, if I want to go, I learned to. I used to do kabu sometimes just to manage the fuel, whatever it is. So I started doing area one like this too, who say, so I understand it perfectly.
Some of the advantages they claim include reducing the need for shouting or verbal exchanges and allowing for rapid non-verbal communication.
Maybe you may have the mind of taking risk, then before you get to the process, some people are saying like this, meaning they are going to go do. You may change your mind quickly and take those people and go. You make more money.
I know the advantage. If you do like this, I will not waste my time. I will stop you and tell you where I am going. If you do like this, I will not say you are not going the same way. So I will not stop you. I am wasting my time and passengers' time.
Some passengers say they use the driver's hand signals and the vehicle's appearance to determine whether the ride is safe, as the specialized system of hand gestures is only used by Abuja taxi drivers. So, as a newcomer to Abuja or a long-term resident, how many of these sign languages are you familiar with? Ramatu Abdullahi, NTA News.
Thanks, Robert Abdullahi. Well, let me give you a sign language. Now I'm heading straight to Lugbe Federal Housing. In the bustling and accommodating nature of Lugbe, coupled with its rapidly growing population, this popular community along the airport road, Abuja, is seeking for attention of government on the deplorable state of roads in the Federal Housing Authority, FHA, especially as the rainy season sets in. Abdullahi Ajah takes a look at this concern and the appeal by residents for authorities to fix up the roads.
Lugbe Federal Housing Authority, conceived and created about 2 to 3 decades ago for civil servants of middle income, has grown beyond expectations in terms of population and size. Just like most communities along the Abuja Airport Road, its proximity to the capital city makes it attractive for many. As the town bubbles with life and human interaction, one major concern of the community at the moment remains the deplorable state of roads in the area.
The state of the Lugbe Federal Housing Authority road is one that affects businesses and travel time within the community.
The rainy season, in fact, I as a person, I avoid this route during the rainy season. The moment it is raining, you cannot ply this road. You see muds, you see waterlogs all around.
Communities cannot use this road when they are going to work. People coming back from work, this road is very, very bad. We want the government, they should listen to our cry. This road should be fixed.
This development, residents say, has affected life and well-being, including business activities.
Last year, after repeated visits to mechanic on my car, and I got frustrated. I said something needs to be done about this. So I called a couple of people, and I discovered that everybody had the same pain. And that was how the movement was formed. Now, what is our demand? Our demand is an appeal that government should look our way.
Over 1 million people here. We have a lot of big businesses, but the biggest challenge we have to this growing metropolis is lack of roads. And I can tell you, people are losing a lot of money because of the bad roads. Businesses are not growing. Some are packing up because there are no roads. And all the residents are suffering under the strain of the bad roads because of broken down vehicles.
As residents keep hope alive for intervention from the government, they said individual and group remedial efforts have been the only help available on the roads, despite several writings and appeals to authorities over time.
One of the last letters we wrote was an open letter to Mr. President, which about 10 days reported. Now, it's an appeal. Now, what are we appealing? All the major access points of this Lugbe Federal Housing, they are totally bad.
from federal housing, from fruit market access, Mr. Biggs, corn oil, Kapua, police signboard. All the access and the exit points are totally terrible. So you don't even have a choice of which one is better for you to go with. And this has taken a toll on residents. Appeal is still that we are begging, hoping and praying that government will listen to us.
Seizing this opportunity to appeal to all tiers of government, including the federal government, the Federal Capital Territory Development Authority, the Federal Housing Authority, AMAC, and all the other related ministries and agencies to come to our assistance. We are law-abiding citizens, we are paying our taxes, so we are entitled to government support and government intervention in the greatest problem that we face.
The current state of the roads depicts that of a dusty potholes. As such, they are relaunching their appeal to the government for improved access roads in Lugbe Federal Housing Authority, which they say form parts of the basic amenities of life. In Abuja, Abdullah Hajia, NTA News.
Indeed, thank you, Abdullah Ajay. We trust the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory to look into the plight of residents in Lugbe. Well, we go on a quick break. When we come back, more stories across the length and breadth of the territory. Stay with us.
Good evening, glad to have you join us.
Thanks for joining us on Weekly News Wrap.
Thank you very much for having me.
And it is on that note we welcome you to today's edition of the program.
I will celebrate creativity, lasting impressions.
There's no book stating that this is the role for men.
On the news.
On the news at 7.
The news station NTA Channel 5, Abuja.
Would say have a lovely day. Welcome back and many thanks for joining us on the territory, reaching you live on the Unity Station. Now, as preparations build towards the 2026 International Children's Day, the need to support children without parental care continues to draw attention from individuals and organizations. For many children living in orphanage homes across, access to food, clothing, learning materials, and emotional support remains a daily concern. In Abuja, Fixes Great Achievers, an Australian-funded organization registered in Nigeria, has launched 8 charitable outreach projects with a visit to Fakado Children Orphanage at Wumba, bringing care, donations, and moments of joy for the children. Correspondent Onotu Yakubo reports.
Fakado Orphanage was founded 20 years ago in 2006 with intent to cater to the welfare of homeless children. This service is reliant majorly on goodwill of donors. And that is what has led the Fixes Great Achievers organization to answer the call. Affected but not dejected. Songs, laughter and dance steps filled the atmosphere at Fakado Children Orphanage as resident children welcomed members of the Fixes to the charitable outreach project. Organized as part of activities marking the anticipated Children's Day, the outreach focused on providing support and encouragement to children living in the home.
The support is that basically is to put smile in the faces of the children. You know, it's a children month where they do Children's Day. So we purposely pick these days so that the children can be happy, so that the children will know that they are not abandoned, so that the children will be part of the society, and that's why we organize it.
The children presented dance, choreography, and cultural performances to entertain their visitors, drawing smiles and applause from guests at the event. For them, the visit was not only about gifts and refreshment, but also a reminder that they are seen, remembered, and valued.
That'd be nice, that'd be good, that'd be very exciting and fun. Thank you. May God bless them and provide more for them. May their company grow higher and higher in Jesus' name.
Pixels Nigeria, they have done great by bringing all these food items to Fakado Children Home, and the children are so happy. We are so happy. This is much, and we know that it's going to go a long way to support us in the work we are doing.
Guests and community representatives said the outreach reflects PISEX's commitment to humanitarian service and well-being of children in vulnerable conditions.
This company's benevolent attitude towards the less privileged, that is what we are preaching, in humanity, to help one another.
It calls for encouragement from other members of the community at large.
Officials of the orphanage home appreciated the organization for the visit, noting that continued support from groups and individuals remain important in meeting the needs of the children. As the world looks ahead to the 2026 International Children's Day celebration, gestures like these, they say, continues to highlight the role of compassion, shared responsibility, and community support in shaping the future of children living without parental care. Onoto Yakubu, NTA News.
Thank you, Onotsu Yakubu. So incredible. Now, under Nigerian law, a wife is entitled to fundamental rights within marriage, including the rights to own property, personal security, access to maintenance, and legal protection in cases of neglect or abuse. In this report, Aisha Bashir takes a closer look at these rights, what these rights mean in practice, and the realities women are left with.
Colors, rhymes, and excitement filled the air as core members at the orientation camp gathered for the much anticipated Cultural Carnival 2026. The event brought together participants from different states and ethnic backgrounds, all proudly dressed in traditional attires, representing Nigerians' rich cultural diversity. The carnival also featured performance by different cultural groups in camp, including Hausa cultural dance, Igbo traditional dance, Yoruba Bata performance, Efik dance display, Tip cultural troupe, among others. Core members also participated in food exhibitions displaying local delicacies from different parts of the country. Some core members who spoke said culture remains a powerful tool for unity and national understanding.
For a very long time now, I've been up and busy, but this is like an opportunity to spread my wings, enjoy myself, and just catch fun. So yeah, we are feeling the vibe and we are enjoying it. I am actually joyful today because at least the NYSC has given us the opportunity to showcase our cultures in diversity, and I must say this is one of the best parts of the NYSC orientation camp we have.
As the music fades and the colorful performance come to an end, one message remains clear: Nigerians' diversity is not a weakness but a strength that can foster unity and national development. Rosemary Moltelen Bilal, NTA News.
Well, we sincerely apologize for that. That was a cultural, this is the identity of the people and the bridge that unites community. It's actually the NYC Cultural Carnival 2026. Well, before we call it a day on the territory, Sunday show comes up next. And today we have something very insightful to look at. The third party thing between the landlord, the tenant, or the client. Who really eats more, or who is really responsible for the hike in rents? Is it the agents instigating the landlords, or what? Well, I wouldn't let the cat out of the bag. So you stay with the Unity Station to get information on this. This is where we call it a day on the territory. Let's do this again together, God willing. Next week, I am Serafina Okon Omikri. Good afternoon.